All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to talk about a technology that could totally change our relationship with one of the world's most dangerous silent killers, heart disease.
Really think about that for a second. We're not talking about just treating a heart attack or even surviving one. We're talking about stopping it from ever happening in the first place. It sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? Well, it's becoming very, very real.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? For so many people, the very first symptom of heart disease is, well, it's their last. They can build up for decades with no signs at all. And that means medicine is usually playing catch-up, reacting after the damage is already done.
So what if we could flip that script? What if we could go from reacting to predicting? And that's exactly where AI steps in. Think of it like a digital detective for your own body.
And this is the real game changer. Scientists are now using AI to comb through our medical data, and it's picking up on these super subtle clues, these little hidden warnings that point to a future cardiac event. But here's the kicker. It's finding them years ahead of time. That gives us a massive head start.
A really simple way to picture this is like a weather forecast, but for your heart. A good forecast doesn't just tell you, hey, it's raining right now. No, it warns you a big storm is on the way next week, so you have time to get ready. That's pretty much what this technology is trying to do for our health.
Okay, so how does this digital detective actually pull it off? What is it even looking for? Let's break it down.
Well, our bodies are just incredible data factories, right? Constantly churning out information. The AI's superpower is that it can look at all of it at once. Every single blood test, every scan, every genetic marker. And it sees patterns and connections that are just, way too complex for a person to ever spot. It's hearing the quiet whispers that come long before the loud alarm bell.
And look, this isn't just a shot in the dark. The AI is connecting very specific clues. So it looks at your medical scans and can literally see how fast your blood vessels are aging by spotting tiny signs of plaque. Then it dives into your blood tests. And it's not just looking at your cholesterol number, it's analyzing these subtle inflammation patterns that scream trouble ahead. It even looks at your genetics for signs of cellular stress. It's putting all these pieces of the puzzle together to build this amazingly clear picture of what might happen down the road.
Which brings us to, honestly, the biggest point of all this. This is so much more than just a new diagnostic tool. It's a complete shift in how we even think about medicine.
This really is the before and after picture. On one hand, you've got the old way, reacting to symptoms, diagnosing damage that's already there. And on the other, you've got this new AI forecasting, predicting the risk way out in the future and giving us the power to stop that damage from ever even starting.
Because that's the whole point, right? The goal isn't just to get a scary prediction. The goal is to change the prediction. It's all about using this information to step in before any real damage can happen.
So what does stepping in actually look like? Well, it could mean your doctor gives you super specific lifestyle changes that are tailored just for you. Or they might start you on proactive treatments way earlier than they normally would. And it means you get this personalized monitoring to make sure you're staying on track. It's all about prevention.
And if you kind of zoom out and look at the big picture, this is about so much more than just heart attacks. This is really a peek into the future of healthcare, a future where preventing an illness is just as important, maybe even more important than curing it.
It's changing the entire mission of medicine. There was a great quote from one of the researchers. They said the goal is no longer just to treat illness, but to actively protect human life by seeing the danger coming way ahead of time. That's powerful stuff.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. As this tech gets better and better, what does a world with no surprise illnesses actually look like? Kind of blows your mind when you think about it.